History of Woodrow Wilson. Woodrow Wilson, 1856 to 1924, was the 28th President of the United States, serving 2 terms from 1913 to 1921. A leader of the progressive movement, Wilson played a crucial role in shaping modern America through domestic reforms and international diplomacy. Hashtag early life and education. Thomas Woodrow Wilson was born on December 28, 1856 in Staunton, Virginia. He grew up in the American South during the Civil War, which influenced his views on national unity and governance. Wilson attended Princeton University, later earning a law degree from the University of Virginia and a PhD in political science from Johns Hopkins University. He became a professor and later served as president of Princeton University, 1902 to 1910. Hashtag political career. Wilson entered politics as the governor of New Jersey, 1911 to 1913, where he championed progressive reforms, including labor rights and corporate regulations. His success as a reformer helped him secure the Democratic nomination for the presidency in 1912. Hashtag presidency, 1913 to 1921. Wilson won the 1912 election against former President Theodore Roosevelt and incumbent William Howard Taft. His presidency was marked by significant domestic and foreign policies. Hashtag domestic policies. Economic reforms. Wilson introduced the Federal Reserve System in 1913, stabilized the banking system, and the Federal Trade Commission in 1914 to prevent unfair business practices. Labor and social policies. He supported antitrust laws, the 8-hour workday for railroad workers, and restrictions on child labor. Women's suffrage. Though initially hesitant, Wilson eventually supported the 19th Amendment, granting women the right to vote in 1920. Hashtag World War I and foreign policy. Wilson initially kept the U.S. neutral in World War I, but declared war on Germany in 1917 after unrestricted submarine warfare and the Zimmerman telegram. He played a key role in shaping the post-war world. 14 points. In 1918, Wilson proposed a plan for lasting peace, emphasizing self-determination, free trade, and the League of Nations. Treaty of Versailles, 1919. Wilson helped negotiate the treaty that ended the war, but the U.S. Senate rejected joining the League of Nations, weakening his vision for global peace. Hashtag later years and legacy. Wilson suffered a severe stroke in 1919, limiting his ability to govern during his final years in office. He retired in 1921 and died in 1924. His legacy remains mixed. He is praised for progressive reforms and efforts toward world peace, but criticized for his racial policies, including segregation in federal offices. Despite controversies, Wilson's impact on U.S. government, economy, and foreign policy is profound.